back again. It's been a remarkable day, full of worship and praise, and obviously celebrating our Lord and Savior, among other things, having the opportunity to hear from some tremendous speakers throughout the day. I hope you were blessed or as blessed as I was. For those of you who are just now tuning in or you tuned in later, you can go back and watch the recordings of the interviews that I did earlier this morning all the way through the afternoon, including this time here. So we're delighted this afternoon to actually bring on 3 guests with us. So we wanted to cap off the day by having some voices that represent some of the companies that are going to be hiring some of the talent that we have available. So we mentioned over 1,000 jobs available, and 3 of the companies who are here with us. What I'm going to do, I could gladly introduce them, but I thought it not robbery to have each of our guests simply say a few words about themselves, and then we'll jump right into the interview. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to our first guest, Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle Ward, and I'm here with Igloo, and I'm the recruiting manager.
Hello, I'm Ray Sanchez. I'm with Pinpoint Movers. I'm president and owner, and we are looking for great talent, and that's why we're here today.
Hi, I'm Crystal Calhoun. I am a communications and mission specialist for Refined Technologies.
And thank you all so much for being here with us. Michelle, unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to connect with you as much, but Ray, you've been a graduate of WorkFaith, and Crystal and I have connected because of the company that she works at, among other things, and so we've had an opportunity to interact with Refined Technology. So I want to ask all 3 of you, but I'll start with you, relative to what are some of the things we can do to help support Igloo, and as you all are looking for talent and you're looking to place talent, how can WorkFaith be supportive is a simple question for you.
Yeah, so to answer that, it's a pretty simple answer. Just help us connect with great people that are reliable and that can just offer Igloo some great growth opportunities and just help great people.
Fantastic. And Ray and Crystal, I'd love for you to jump in on that as well.
Sure. WorkFaith Connection's always been a tremendous blessing for us. I've not only a graduate, but we've always looked to hire great people from the WorkFaith Connection. We love the program. It's a tremendous blessing. So what you guys can do is just, your continued prayers for our company, and of course, always just referring over great people so that we can interview and give the opportunity to.
Thank you.
For us, just definitely connecting us with super motivated, talented individuals that are ready to innovate and change with us in this climate. So that's definitely a way that WorkFaith can support us.
Thank you. And Crystal, you bring up a great point in just relative to innovate and grow with you. What are some of the challenges you all are seeing as you think about and look at hiring talent in today's climate, specifically today's climate? What might be a couple of the challenges you're seeing as you look to bring people on board with your companies?
Yeah, so for Igloo, some of our challenges finding people that are interested in coming out to Katy. We're a little bit further outside of the Houston area, but there is definitely, it's not a terrible commute. So getting people to come out to Katy, and
do you mind, and I'll ask, and I'll let them answer as well, can you think of a few of the opportunities that are available for people to come out to Katy? Would you mind elaborating a little bit on that?
Yeah, so we have a ton of positions. We're always hiring. We have assembly operators, blow mold operators, forklift operators, setup technicians, maintenance technicians, lead warehouse, store clerks. We could go on and on. We have unlimited opportunities. So
perfect, fantastic.
For us, one the challenges we always face is just finding the great help and men and women alike that want to be able to just have good. We look for leaders, and we're always looking to. We like to promote from within. So. We have a lot of positions open right now with our company, not just the mover, but more so office. That's really what we're looking for right now is office staff, management, and things in that realm. But we love hiring great people because we like to give them the most amount of opportunity to grow and to be able to move up in the company.
Yeah, I would say because our culture is so important at RTI, we're always looking for people that are ready to be a part of that and ready to serve for an eternal purpose. And so that always takes, more effort to find that type of person. And right now we have some operations positions that we have available, and then a few at our corporate office as well.
I'm going to toss it right back to you, Crystal. You mentioned serving with eternal purpose. Talk a little bit more about culture and the importance of culture at RTI, and I'll ask our other two guests to do the same, to talk a little bit about their company cultures and what people could expect if they were to come on board to work for your company.
Yes, so our core behaviors are lead with empathy, exhibit enthusiasm, and have a servant's heart. And so that's what we're looking for, and that's really important because we all are serving for a greater purpose. We believe that honoring God is just our mission, and that's what we value, and we want people that want to come alongside that.
Awesome. Very similar. We definitely believe in just having good morals, character, leadership skills. We want people who are go-getters, who just really want to make a difference. Our culture and atmosphere, we try to make our environment really fun. We have, we try to have fun, but more than anything, we're a service industry, so we're serving our communities. A lot of families have been displaced because of floods and in the past, or with the COVID situation, or even the pipe bursting just a month ago. So we're always looking for people who will look to serve and help our customers to be able to get the right moving help they need.
Right, and so we have what we call our code of coolness. So we have our values. One of them is to have fun. I mean, we make a fun product. And then also to have a positive can-do attitude. I think that's just always important. And then to be a team player is super important to us. And also something that's interesting, to fail fast, which means that not all of us are perfect, and occasionally we make mistakes. And as long as you correct it and move forward. And then also to be a team player.
That's awesome. Thank you. Ray, I'm going to come to you on this one. What types of innovations do you feel you're having to make in this climate in order to keep trying to attract new talent that fits your culture?
Yeah, so one of the things we've had to do a lot more, put way more emphasis on being paperless in every way. With our movers out in the field, everything we have now an application that they use. We're trying to eliminate paper as much as possible because we know that there's situations where a person may have to work from home on occasion. We try to still keep our community together in the office and in the workplace because we really believe that having that kind of team together is just the best overall. But we've had to implement more technology to be able to not only just serve our customers, but also to help with the needs of the office and make them virtual, from having an app on their phone if they needed to answer phones from home, if there was a situation, something like that along those.
Crystal?
Yeah, we've definitely had to innovate, especially last year, from hosting virtual webinars, or even just for our families, we would host virtual events. So we've definitely had to innovate and really leverage technology, not only for our employees, but also in the field.
Yeah, and I'll echo that a little bit. Definitely utilizing technology, hiring somebody maybe that you haven't even met in person. We've definitely had to utilize some of that, so that's been good, and we've been able to pivot really quickly.
Michelle, I'm going to come right back to you on this one. Actually Matt, our COO, he sent me a link where he saw that there was a McDonald's, and they actually had a sign up where they were paying $50 for people to actually just come to interview with them.
I saw that.
You saw that as well.
I did.
Yeah. So so thinking about how that's, in many ways, the industry is changing, the game is changing, right, in the search for talent. What are you seeing as some new industry trends, or does anything stand out for you that you say, this is different than what it was before, and in today's climate, we're having to move in this direction? Any thoughts or insights around that you could share?
Yeah, I think the virtual aspect probably is the most notable for us.
And Bob, could you elaborate a little bit more? In other words, meaning having people work virtually or engage?
Both in the positions that can work virtually, we definitely have, and being able to change the mindset around what it means to be in the office and to be working.
Got it. Understood. So you all are becoming more amenable to letting people work virtually. And okay, got it. And that was not necessarily the culture before.
Definitely not.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Got it. And forgive me, are you all headquartered in?
We are. So we have our corporate office in Katy, and then we also have our distribution center and our manufacturing plant.
Okay, great, fantastic. Ray?
I think for us, just having different processes with our movers, even going out to customers' homes, in the way that we interact with our customers, in the way that we, I know through virtual appointments with in-home estimates. There's been a lot of change as far as the industry in general. Any kind of service industry, when you're actually going out to somebody's home. In the workplace, again, it's more the virtual, having more technology to be able to allow for that to happen if need be. And so that's a lot of the changes.
Crystal?
Yeah, definitely. We had a few people that would work from home here and there, but of course with the pandemic, everyone pretty much was virtual, and now we're returning to more of a hybrid type of schedule where we're in 3 days and home 2 days, and so we've definitely adjusted to that.
In light of the pandemic, you sharing that, Crystal, what types of responses did RTI have in response to the pandemic? In other words, just community-wide, inside the company, whatever the case, what were some of the ideas that came out for you all as a result of the pandemic?
So I think I mentioned earlier, we would host virtual events to connect with families in the evening. So we'd have like a game night for families to participate in, or we did an RTI Talks virtual event where we had different presenters from the company share on different topics. So that was just some of the ideas that came when we were in that virtual climate.
Got it. Ray?
Okay, for us, it's again just we had to come up with new applications to be able to help with whether it was in-home estimates or being able to get the information that we need from our customers to be able to serve them during this time. It was also working with different organizations that are helping people who maybe can't afford moving and different things like that. So we were looking for different opportunities that we could do as a company to be able to help our communities along those lines.
Yeah, so for Igloo, for our community, we definitely donated a ton to first responders, which I'm super proud of that. But one of the most important things that we did is we donated early on $200,000 to the CDC.
Wow.
So I think that was really great for the community. And just for our employees, that safety is our number one priority. So we hired nurses, we put in plexiglasses, and a lot of our positions are required to work from home. So to keep our employees safe was super important. We implemented temperature checks. We, you name it, we did it. We put signs everywhere. We have now automated doors almost in our entire facility. So I've been really proud of the response that we've had.
That's awesome. Ray, coming right back to you. Can you think of any misconceptions people may have about coming to work for a moving company? And of course, I'll ask you two ladies the same questions. Misconceptions people may have about coming to work for your business. But Ray, your thoughts on misconceptions?
Well, you wouldn't. Everyone who comes to work with us, they're not going to be a mover per se. So, in fact, the positions that we're hiring for right now are not the mover position. We're actually hiring for the office and to be able to and management positions and things of that nature. I think maybe misconceptions that people may have is that it's not. I mean, we have a really fun environment. Maybe you may think that it's just hauling boxes all day or things like that. But no, we spend a lot of time on the phones talking to customers. We spend a lot of time with dispatch organizing moves, logistical things of what's going to be needed on a move, planning. We do a lot of planning in the office of what a move's going to look like, especially if it's a larger move. So we do a lot of team planning, looking at moves, kind of bird's eye view kind of perspective on different things. We like everybody's feedback. We love everybody to be involved. So we like to make it fun, and I think that's kind of the atmosphere you'd be stepping into if you were to come work with Pinpoint.
Yeah, I think misconception is that everyone that we have on staff is in the field, but we do have lots of positions in accounting, in business development, in communications as well. And so that's one of the misconceptions, I think, in that that we don't care about the environment, and we are environmentally friendly. Our chemistry is environmentally friendly, so that's definitely something that I've heard before.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so a misconception about manufacturing would be that it's not skilled labor, which is totally not the case. It takes a lot of skill to be able to learn how to operate one of our machines, any of them, to be a forklift operator or maintenance. It requires a great deal of skills. And also there's a big gap in the industry, right, or in the market of people that are going into those kind of trades. So definitely it requires a lot of skill.
That's awesome. Well, what I'm going to do is ask each of you to maybe just take 60 seconds or so to maybe share a few points that you want to close out with to encourage people to actually come and apply to your companies, because I know each of you are obviously looking to hire talent. And, for many of the people who are going to be signing on with us tomorrow, there's over 1,000 jobs available. There are so many options, they could be overwhelmed. So maybe give some encouragement as to why they should come to your company, frankly, over, say, any other company. What's unique about your company that you could share to encourage? And I'll start with you.
So we've been around since 1947, so it's a very stable organization. And Igloo is family. The people are what truly set us apart. We have people that have been with us 20, 30, 40 years. And so that just tells you a lot about what you need to know about the organization. Igloo is family.
That's awesome. Thank you.
With us, with Pinpoint Movers, one of the things about our company is we're a smaller business. We're not a large corporation. So if you're looking for more like a family style business, we work very closely together. It's not a gigantic. We have a big office, but it's not like a gigantic company. So it's a lot more smaller environment. Right now we have 13 trucks, 13 teams. So it's easier to manage as far as we don't have like hundreds or thousands of trucks all over the place. So it's a smaller environment, but we really love work. It's just about the working as a team. We want to grow the company. So for us, we're looking for long-term employees that want to grow with the company. We've grown tremendously. We've only been in business for 3.5 years. Mm-hmm. We've grown a lot in 3.5 years. So if you're looking for an opportunity to grow with the company and to, be a part of that growth, Pinpoint Movers would be a great option for you.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a place where you can innovate and grow in your position and possibly transition to a different type of position, then RTI is a great place for you. And also I would say we're all passionate about offering up our talents back to God and seeing our work as a way of worshiping. And so if that's what you believe in as well, I think that you'll be a great fit for our team.
Well, I am honored. Each of you are running like crazy. You have busy days, and so I know it took, for you to drive here and be with us this afternoon means so much to me, and certainly to our team, and to all of those who are out there who are going to be applicants. So we look forward to maybe hearing reports back from you all that people actually logged on and they signed up to interview with, and hopefully land jobs with your various companies. So thank you each so much for your time, and we really appreciate you being here with us. And so repeatedly, again, I want to say tomorrow, you all, please make sure that you have people sign up. WorkFaith.org is not too late. Again, over 50 companies, over 1,000 jobs actually available. You just heard from 3 dynamic people, dynamic human beings, and their companies are hiring. And in like manner, there are other companies that want to hire you as well, or hire somebody you know. So WorkFaith.org, and we'll look forward to seeing you all again on tomorrow as we have the rubber meet the road and we start helping people interview and place them in jobs. So thank you so much for tuning in with us today. We really appreciate you all so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.